Hey YouTube, we're back at it again. Today we're going to be going through specimen paper, a multiple choice specimen paper. Now, once every month we try to go through a past paper. This time we're going through a specimen paper. Yes, right. So let's jump right into it. So question 1 says the number 2747 written to 3 significant figures. How would you write this out? Says 2747 written to 3 significant figures. What you want to do is you want to ensure you do something like that. This is greater than 5, so you round this up. You keep the 0. So your answer here is B. Number 2 says, expressed in scientific notation, 0.045 times 10 raised to negative 3 is what? Now the way you go about solving this is that you take the decimal point and you go 1, 2. Now we all know that when you're moving the decimal point to the right, it increases the negative number, right? So that means your answer will be 4.5 times 10 to minus 5, because you went 2 decimal places to the right, so it adds to the minus 3 that is already there. So this is your answer. Your answer here is C. The value of 5 plus 2 in bracket cubed over 5 squared minus 2 squared in its simplest form. So the first thing that you have to realize when you see this is that 5 plus 2 is 7, and that is 7 cubed over 25. 5 squared is 25, right, minus 4. This is the same as 343, which is 7 cubed over 21. When you look at this, you should notice that 7 is able to go into 343, and 7 is also able to go into 21. So 7 is able to go into 343 49 times, and 7 is able to go into 21 3 times. So your answer in this case is going to be D. How much simple interest is due on a loan of $1,200 for 2 years if the annual rate of interest is 5.5%? Now we all know that when we're talking about simple interest, the equation is principal times rate times time over 100. So the principal in this case is 1,200. The rate is 5.5, which is also written 5.5, and the time here is 2 years, all over 100. The answer here $132. Number 5. Now, here we're talking about fixed deposits, rate of fixed deposits. How much more interest did a fixed deposit of $10,000 earn in 2015 than in 2014? Now, to solve this, you just need to ensure that you subtract the difference between the percentages, and obviously you can see from this that the difference is 0.3%. So to find your answer, you need to know what is 0.3% of 10,000. .3% of 10,000 is 30. Your answer is C. Number 6. Tom bought a pen for $60. He sold it again. Scratch. Number 6. Tom bought a pen for $60. He sold it to gain 20% on his cost. How much money did he gain? What this question is asking you for is 20% of 60. So to do that, you say 60 times 0.2, which is the same as 20%. 20% of 60 is 12. Your answer is A. Tom gained $12. Number 7. The Water Authority charged $10 per month for the meter rent, $25 for the first 100 liters, and $1 for each additional 10 liters. What is the total bill for 250 liters used in 1 month? What I want you to identify with this question is that the Water Authority is charging a base rate of $10 for using the water meter. They're charging $25 for the first 100 liter used. And they're charging $1 for each additional 10 liters after the first 100 liters. So to do the math, the first 100 liters out of 250 would leave 150. So 10 divided by 150 would give me 15. So $15 is what the authority would charge after the first 100 liters. So the answer here would be 10 plus 25 plus 15, which would give me the answer to be 50. So my answer here is D. Number 8. Which of the following sets has an infinite number of members? Now, the word infinite means unlimited. So, let's look at A. Factors of 20. Factors means that we're trying to find everything that can go into 20. This is a limited amount. Let's look at B. Multiples of 20. Now we're looking at all of the multiples of 20. Now this has the potential to be unlimited. Prime numbers less than 20. The less than here makes it a limited amount. Odd numbers between 10 and 20. Here again we have between, so it limits the amount. So the answer here would be B, because it is the only thing that really gives us an infinite number of members. Number 9. This says item 9 refers to the Venn diagram below, as seen here. The shaded area in the Venn diagram above represents what? Now this right here is a trick question. If you look at this, you can definitely tell that Q is inside of P. Therefore, the answer for this is not A, it is not B, it is not C. The answer is basically saying that P and Q are intersected. So your answer here is D. Number 10. P and Q are two finite sets such that P is equal to 7, Q is equal to 5, and P intersecting Q is equal to 3. What is P union Q? Your answer here will be B. The answer is 9. Moving on. Number 11. How many liters of water would a container whose volume is 36 centimeters cube hold? Having done the work, the answer is A. Okay, let's work some additional questions again. So we're saying a man leaves home at 22:15 hours and reaches its destination at 0400 hours on the following day in the same time zone. So all of this happened in the same time zone. How long did the journey take? For you to get a better understanding of this, it is good for you to quickly draft up a quick clock so you can graphically look and see what you're doing. So 2200 hours is basically 10 o'clock, 2300 hours is basically 11 o'clock, and then it starts back 000, then we have 01, 02, 03, 04, and so on. So right off the bat we can say start counting from 04. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, and then right here it says 22:15, so that is 45 minutes here. So it's 5 hours and change, which is basically B. So your answer in this case is B. Once you get a hang of these questions, you will be able to confidently make your decisions. So let's move on to question 13. This says item 13 refers to the trapezium below, not drawn to scale. It says ABCD is a trapezium and ADE is a triangle. Angles B, C, and E are right angles. The area of the trapezium ABCD is what? This is asking for the area of the trapezium. Okay, so let's get into this. The area of the trapezium. Quickly, you want to ensure that you put down your formula, right? Alright, so we're going to go a half of 5 plus 3 times 2. 5 plus 3 is 8. A half of 8 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So your answer here is A. The area of the trapezium is 8 centimeters square. Let's move on now to question 14. And it reads, a circular hole with diameter 6 centimeters is cut from a circular piece of card with a diameter of 12 centimeters. The area of the remaining card in centimeters square is what? So a quick example of how you go about answering this question. You want to say 6 centimeters then you want to draw a circle that represents, this is 12, this is a 12 centimeter. The 6 is on the inside and the 12 is on the inside. So this is what the hole looks like on the inside of the card. Now, the area of the hole on the inside of the card is going to be, as you know, the area of a circle is pi r square. So the area of the hole on the inside is going to be pi 3 squared, because 3 is half of the diameter, which is 6, so it's 9 pi. The question is asking for the area of the remaining card. The area of the entire card is pi 6 square, which is 36 pi. So this is 36 pi for the entire card. Now the area of the hole is 9 pi and the area of the entire card is 36 pi. To find the area of the difference is 36 minus 9, which gives us 27, and so our answer here is 27 pi. The answer for 14 is B. Question 15. The mean of 10 numbers is 58. If one of the numbers is 40, what is the mean of the other 9? Looking at all the numbers here, it is multiple choice. You can certainly tell that the answer here has to be 60. The mean can't be so low, and it definitely can't be as high as C and B. So it has to be 60. 16. Item 16 to 17 refers to the table below, which shows the distribution of the ages of 25 children in a choir. Now this is a probability question. What is the probability that a child chosen at random is at least 13 years old? What is the probability? Looking at these numbers, at least 13 years old, looking at these numbers, and then we have the most that we can get, the most, i.e. the number of kids is 25. We can definitely tell that the answer for 16 is D. (17) What is the mode of this distribution? The mode i.e. the answer here is C. Number 18. This says 7 times the product of two numbers A and B may be written as, and as you can see we already have the answer. So product is the same as multiplication. Product in this case is the same as multiplication. Your answer is A. Let's move on to question 19. Question 19 asks, if 2 multiplied by x minus 1 in bracket minus 3x equals 6, then what is x? The way you go about this is that you have to FOIL 2 across the expression in the bracket. So you have to say 2x minus 2 minus 3x is equal to 6. Now you want to get the x's on one side, so you say 2x minus 3x is equal to 6. Now what you want to do here is you want to get the minus 2 over the equal sign, and one of the rules of math is that whenever you're moving any number over an equal sign, the sign on the number will change. So this minus 2 will move over the equal sign and will become positive 2. Now 2 minus 3 will leave negative x equaling 6 plus 2 is 8. To solve this, just multiply both sides by negative 1. You have x being equal to negative 8. Your answer in this case is A. Look at question 20. Solving for algebraic fractions. As soon as you see this, you know what we're looking for. We're looking for the lowest common multiple, which is 4. Lowest common multiple here is 4. So in working this example, we say, given that the lowest common multiple here is 4, we say 4 goes into, I want to bracket these, and we say 2 goes into 4 2 times, and 4 goes into 4 1 time. So we multiply across. So here we want to say 2 times 3 is 6x plus 2 times 1 is 2. 1 times x is x plus 1 times 1 is 1. Multiply is 4. Now foiling the negative sign across, we'll get 6x plus 2 minus x minus 1 over 4. Now 6x minus x is 5x. 2 minus 1 is 1. All over 4. So the answer for 20 is C, 5x plus 1 all over 4. Number 21. The equation of the line which passes through point 0,2 and has a gradient of 1 over 3 is what? To solve this question, you just have to simply look at the answers that are given. And then you can certainly insert any one of these points into the equations given to solve. Here you can definitely see that the answer is D. Next question. If g is a function such that gx is equal to 2x plus 1, which of the following coordinates satisfy the function? What this is basically asking you, again, and let me just explain. So gx is the same as y. fx is the same as y. So y is equal to 2x plus 1. This is what this is. These are the same things. So y equaling 2x plus 1, right? What this is saying is that whatever function you put into x should equal to y. Therefore, to get your answer here, all you have to do is insert any one of these points into x and whatever, and you will find out what y is. Now the answer for question 22 is A. Question 23. What is the gradient of a line which passes through the points minus 4 to 3 and minus 2 to 5? Again, just looking at the question here, you can tell the answer is D, because we're talking about gradient. And if you should recall, this is the formula when dealing with gradient. So what this is saying is 5 minus 3 over minus 2 minus 4. This is the same as 5 minus 3 is 2, and 2 minus negative 4 is the same as 2 plus 4, which is 2. The answer for that is 1. So your answer, that was how we got the 1 for number 23. Here we have a function question at 24, and we're saying if fx is equal to 2x minus 3 and gx is equal to 3x plus 1, then what is f of g of minus 2? To work this question, you do it as follows. Wherever you see x in the function of fx, you put dx. And wherever you see x in the function of gx, you put minus 2. So working what is in the bracket here, 3 times minus 2 minus 6 plus 1 minus 5 it's minus 5 times 2 minus 10 minus 3, so your answer here is minus 13. The answer for 24 is A. Question 25. Item 25 refers to the diagram below, which is not drawn to scale. And it reads, a plane travels from point A on a bearing of 150 degrees to point B, which is 10 kilometers from A. How far east of A is B? And that's question 25. The answer here is C. Question 26 refers to diagram below, not drawn to scale as well. Triangle ABC is an enlargement of triangle ADE, and it is as follows. The answer here is 32. Moving on. Moving on to question 27. The point P is rotated about the origin through an angle of 90 degrees in an anti-clockwise direction. What are the coordinates of the image P? Answer A. Item 28 refers to a triangle PQR below, which is not drawn to scale. If angle QPR is 90 degrees, PR is 12, and PQ is 5, then the length of QR in centimeters is how much? What this is asking for is the hypotenuse. The answer for this question is C. Let's move to question 29. Given that P and Q are points with coordinates P 1, 3 and Q minus 1, 4, the position vector PQ is what? Working the question of position vector, the answer C. Question 30. Question 30 is asking for the transformation matrix. It is asking, what does it represent? So Q is equal to 2, 0, 0, 2 in bracket. The answer here is obviously an enlargement by scale of factor 2. Well, that is it. We've arrived at the end of today's past paper session. I do hope you had a wonderful time. I do hope you learned something new. Please feel free to like. Please feel free to leave a comment. If you think I am adding a bit of value, please, you can always subscribe for more content. Thank you. I'm your math tutor, Javon Morrison, and have a good rest of the day.